So much of the mission of the Walk for Peace is shared by our school community. To be good to one another, to remain focused, to live with peace, and to walk confidently towards our goals. On behalf of everyone in the Jordan Matthews community, I thank you for spending this evening with us tonight. I'd now like to welcome up to the stage Sheriff Mike Robertson and Mayor Donald Matthews for a quick presentation to you all.
Good evening. On behalf of the citizens of Siler City, I wish to present you with this proclamation for your walk for peace. We wish you all the peace and blessings in the world, and we're so honored to have you here with us on today. We ask that you leave Siler City feeling as welcome as you have been anywhere that you have been. I've heard a lot of the children as you guys pass, saying, we love you, and we do too. So on behalf of the town of Siler City, I wish to present you with this proclamation, and there is a button for you also. I don't know who is to receive it. Yeah, go ahead.
On behalf of every resident of Chatham County and the state of North Carolina, I want to give you this pen from Chatham County Sheriff's Office. Thank you for bringing love and compassion to our community, and thank you for walking for peace.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Bhante Banakara, the leader of the Walk for Peace.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Sheriff and Principal. Good evening, everyone. How are we tonight? How many of us are here are students? Raise your hand. Okay. Thank you. It is our pleasure to stay here at this school tonight in this cold weather. Are we cold out there? Yeah? A little bit. I would try to make it quick so we can go home and rest. This is our 88 days of walking from Fort Worth, Texas to here. And we had crossed through so many schools, elementary, middle school, and high school. There are thousands and thousands of students coming out for this mission. Make a really long line and huge crowd along the road to welcome the venerable monks. And what interesting about this Walk for Peace is we see a lot of kids. a lot of students coming out for this mission. They are our future generation, isn't it? And now that they have a chance to witness the walk for peace from the venerable monks, and they come out with their parents, the siblings, to witness this with their own eyes, and to offer flowers, fruit, water, and to say, I love you, like Mayor just mentioned earlier. We receive a lot of love like that from the future generations. That also embrace our journey so that we will continue to walk until we reach to Washington, D.C. We have about a month left for this journey, and I believe that this 1 month is going to be tough for us because of the weather. But we are grateful enough that we get the support from the city, from the fire department, sheriff, police department, and school and churches, and all places that willing to open up for us to have a place to stay. We are very honored and grateful for that. So with this walk, I have seen a lot of sufferings along the road as well. Before I take on this journey that I have mentioned, I have seen so many sufferings around me. Adults, children, teenagers, especially teenagers, are suffering so much. And that is the reason why I decided to take on this journey to walk. Hopefully that I can share the method of loving kindness, compassion, and mindfulness to everyone. And hopefully that everyone will take that into action to practice, to liberate sufferings, and to live with peace and happiness. And then when we walk, I have seen a lot of teenagers coming out with tears. It means that it touched their heart. And there's a lot of things in their mind that they could not let it go. So they've been holding that up for a while. That becomes stress, anxiety, and depression. And for adults as well. That we've been living in this world with all kinds of sufferings. We hold regret for all the things that we have done in life. And yet we don't know how to let it go. And that is why we suffer. So before we move on with our talk, with this year of 2026, I would like to guide all of us here to do the forgiveness meditation. To forgive anything that all the people and all the beings have done to us, either verbally, physically, or mentally, have hurt, injured us intentionally or without intention. And of course, we also hate a lot of people as well. So we also going to ask them to forgive us, and then we forgive them. This is very important. But for all those, it comes to an end, which is ourselves. That most of the time we could not forgive ourselves for the thing that we have done in life. So forgiving ourselves is really important for all of us to move on. Without forgiving ourselves, we cannot move on. Because that thought, that regret is always exists, is always popping up in our mind, our head. And so we cannot move on with that. Let us all do this loving kindness, forgiveness, meditation to forgive everyone who have hurt and injured us, and ask them to forgive us if we have done the same way, and then we ask ourselves to forgive ourselves. But the most important thing in this lifetime, that we have to ask for forgiveness from our parents. Let us all close our eyes, relax, put your left hand on top of over your heart, and the right hand on top of your left hand. Take a deep breath while your eyes close. Take another deep breath. And another one. Now feel each and every heartbeat within our heart. Pay fully attention to our heartbeat. Now let us all remember our parents' face. Put their face on our heart. Remember those two faces. Think of them. There are so many times in life when our parents need us, we are not there for them. When they all just want us to give them a call, we say we are busy, we'll call later. But that moment have never come. A lot of time, they have sat by the front door and waited for us to come home. Yet we are not home. There are many nights they have prepared dinner, waiting for us to come home. All the food on the tables are getting colder and colder. Both of our parents sitting on the sofas waiting for us to come home. Yet we are not home. But every time when our friends need us, we always be there for them. But not our parents. There are so many times that we have walked away in front of them, left them with tears and suffering. Their love towards us is more than the water in the oceans. It's like all those water in the ocean towards us. But our love towards them is just like a drop of rain on top of the leaf. It would dry out when the sun rises. There are so many times we have hurt them, injured them, make them cry. Now let us all ask them for forgiveness. May them forgive us for anything that we have done to make them suffer. May they be well, be happy, and be peaceful. And we willing to forgive them for anything that they have said or done that is injure or hurt us. May we be free from all kind of sufferings. May we be well, be happy, and be peaceful. Let us all remember our loved ones, our family members. There are so many times we hurt each other. This is the time where we ask for forgiveness from each other. Let all those anger and hatred cease with love and kindness. Now think of our friends, our co-workers, and all the people. We ask them to forgive us for anything that we have done wrong, with or without intention. We also forgive them all. For unwholesome thing, unwisdom, we have done a lot of things that is hurtful to ourselves. We are now forgiving ourselves. And from now until the last moment of our life, we will not repeat that again to our life. We're willing to let all those things go, put it down, move forward. Let happiness and peace begins with all of us. Take a deep breath. Take another deep breath. And last one. Thank you so much. How many parents in here? A lot. How many of us that could not talk with our kids? How many of us that actually have built a wall in between us and our children? It means we have done a lot of things trying to fix our children, try to change them. And the more we do it, the more they walk away from us. And the more they will not listen to us. And they are not coming home for us. It's because in our life we always wanted to change the others. And of course, we give birth to our children and we always want the best for them. Nothing wrong with it. But living in this world, technologies rise. They have their own mindset. They are not like us. They are chasing the outside world just like we do. And they associate with friends a lot more than us. 100% who they play with, they will become the same way. Affected by their friends, not us. It's 100%. If they hang around with their friends, they're affected by their friends, not us. And for that reason, sometimes they go out of their way and we are not happy, we get mad, and we want to fix them, we want to change them, we want to teach them how to do it right, who to hang out with. And the more we do that, the more we build a wall in between us and our kids. They will not listen to us. They will not. Unless you make friends with them, you see them as your friends. Not a mother, not a father, but a friend. A friend means the different way of talking, different way of teaching, sharing. We are not teaching, but we are sharing our thoughts, our thinking, the way of living to our kids as a friend. And that is when they will listen. If we try to change them, we try to fix them or teach them, when we use those terms and we think that way, they will not listen to us. It's because in this life they have a lot of things, whatever they need, they got it. You provide it to them. We provided to them a lot of things in life that for most of the kids in the poor country, they do not have. But in this country, and those countries where already boomed, already have a lot of things changing, and so anything when the kids want, we provide it. We give them all. And that is why their mind is so weak, because they depend on us, everything. They depend on technology as well. And so when they go out with their friends, they hang out with friends more than us. So of course they will be like their friends. Whatever their friends do, they will do the same. And so when they come home, you try to teach them, they won't listen, because that is not the same level. And of course, as a parents, we always wanted to change, always wanted to teach our kids. But please remember, the more you do it, the more you push them away from you. If they want to go their way, let them. You just have to tell them, this way is dangerous, that way is safe. Listen or not, it all depends on them. Don't force them. Forcing is not happy. They're not gonna like that. You just have to tell them what is right, what is wrong. Do it or not, it's all up to them. The more you can do that, let them have their freedom. Let them do the thing they want. Whenever they run into obstacle, when they run into trouble, they will come back for you. Come back to you and lean on your shoulder and cry and ask for help. Ask for your advice. That is when your chance comes to teach them the right thing, what should and what shouldn't do. I have learned this a lot because many parents come to the temple and talk. And I have my brother and sister, I have 10 brothers and sisters, a very small family. And I'm the youngest one. Each brother and sister have about 4 or 5 kids. And those kids now they have children, so a lot, right? So I have seen a lot of problems like this going on. And the parents cannot talk with them. They will not listen. They just go the way they wanted to. And so when they come to school, when our kids go to school, they act the way the way they are because they have that habit already. And now that they don't want to go to class, they want to skip school. Well, I've been there, done that back then. And so when they skip school, when they done something wrong, and now the teachers put them in the detention room, right? And that is when they feel bad, embarrassed with their friends. But that is something that the rule that have to do that, applied it. And they feel bad, embarrassed with their friends. And now that they also act up again and again because they don't care. They don't care about that. And then there's one time that I went to the school. I went to the school and talked. One of the school I talked and I said, can we make a change? By not putting them into the detention room to lock them up in there and so they can face their own problem. They're not going to face their own problem. That's just gonna make them feel embarrassed with their friends, but it's not gonna fix the problem. Can we do something to change? And then from there, we apply mindfulness meditation to that room. A bigger room instead of locking them inside of that one room. And we gather all those kids together and then let them do the breathing. Mindfulness meditation, breathe in and breathe out. They actually practice it. And when they practice it, they can see their problem because that is when their mind is calm. Because when they breathe in, they focus on their breathing. They breathe in and breathe out. And their mind calm down right away if they focus in it. It's not wandering around during that time. And that is the time when they stay calm, they see their problem, and they see when we talk with them, they realize. And so practicing mindfulness for students is the best thing to do. Because that will give them practice to show them how to focus in studying. They cannot focus now. Very minimal students be able to focus in their study. All the students here, may I ask, how many of us that can focus in studying? Please raise your hand. Not even 10? Wow. You see that? But this is normal, nothing wrong. It's because nowadays we live in this society, in this world, like I mentioned earlier. It's because of technology, it's because of all the things happening around us. We lose our memory and we not be able to focus in our study and in our work. Nothing new about it. It's because we don't have this habit of concentrating. Our mind is always wandering around about the past, about the future. When they sit in class, but their mind is not there. Their mind will wandering around and around, wanting to get out of this class right away. When the time is gonna over, so I can go out and hang out with friends. Their mind is always thinking like that. How can they focus in what the teachers teach? It's very difficult. I have went to many schools and I have talked with many kids, and I myself been there because I will grow up. I came to United States about 30 years ago and I went to school, I studied, and after that I graduated as an engineer, and I don't know how I graduated. And so I know I've been through all those challenges of my life. And so if we could let the students do the breathing, and all the students, if you don't have the ability, don't have a chance to do the breathing, please at home, you should do it at home. With your parents, with your siblings. Why? It's because this is the way to help yourself, to purify yourself, your mind, to bring you back to this present moment. You're not living with the past or the future anymore. If you could do that thing, your schoolwork is going to be perfect. Your job is going to be awesome. Because concentration can make a lot of change, bring a lot of benefits to ourselves and to the workplace and to school. Our knowledge, our wisdom will not be with us if we don't have concentration. And now that we all have our lovers along with us every single second, you know who your lover is? Your cell phone. And all the students now have your own lovers as well. Is that right? And so you always have your lovers around. How can we focus? Very difficult to focus, isn't it? We ask ourselves to see if whenever we hold our lovers on our hand, can we focus on one thing surround us? No, we cannot. Because this, we attach to this too much. Attach. And this is what makes us suffer. We are not living with this present moment. We live with the future and the past only. And so that is the reason why our venerable monks, we want to do this walk, to raise the awareness of peace to all of us here and all the people who will meet along the road. To let you know that peace will not begin if we are not mindful. If we cannot focus, there will be no peace. And there will be no one in this world can bring the world peace, or can change the world, but us. All the human beings doing this together to change the world, yes. But for one person or one group to change the world, it's not possible. While our world, we have a lot of things in our world that is not purified, which is our mind inside of this body. We have all kind of defilements. We have all kind of sufferings. So it's very difficult for us to have a peaceful day. Mortgage, anything in life, we have to worry about. A lot of things we have to worry about. How can we have a peaceful day? Even if we have a peaceful moment, and that also very easy to be fragile. Because just one thing happened, that will go away, right? Very quick, it will go away. Leave us with suffering. So each and every step of our venerable monks walk, we mindful with our step. We put our concentration on each and every step or on our breathing method. And this is what I really wanted to share to all the students and to all of us here, that we must have mindfulness practicing in order for us to have peace. Without this, we can go back to our old days and suffer again. And we happen to come out here because of this call, peace. So I truly hope that when we go home, we take that into action by practicing mindfulness every day. Breathe in, we put awareness on our breath. Breathe out, we put our awareness on that breath. We always breathe in and out, but we have no awareness with it. We didn't pay attention to it. And now all we need to do is just add awareness to it. Breathe in, you know that there's a breath going in by the nostril. Breathe out, you know that a breath going out by the nostril. That's all we need to do. Just let it go in and go out naturally the way it is. And then thought will pop up. The past and the future will pop up in our mind. When that thought pop up, instead of trying to eliminate or push it away, just acknowledge it, observe that thought, and then come back to this breathing. Practice to bring our concentration back right now to this moment. That is how we practice. That's how we train ourselves to have a new habit of bringing our concentration back. And then sound, you hear noise, you hear talking, you hear any type of voice. Just acknowledge that as sound, come back here. Silently, just like that. Or sensation on this physical body. Acknowledge it as feelings, itchy, numb, pain, anything. Acknowledge it, observe that. Acknowledge it and come back here with the breathing. That's all we need to do. Bringing our concentration back to this present moment. Repeat that over and over. And of course, it will take a lot of time and effort for this practicing. It's not like we practice one day and everything will go the way it is. It's not like that. That is why mindfulness and patience is a must. When you practice mindfulness, without patience, you cannot practice. Because we will fall asleep, we will fail over and over. We cannot do it because our mind is full of thoughts. Always like that. And so patience is the key to practice mindfulness. Right? So when we practice that every day, and then every day we stop being sidetracked by not doing multitask anymore. We are all multitask, right? Is it? We are always multitask ourselves. So our mind cannot focus on one thing. When it cannot focus on one thing, then nothing turns out right or perfectly. That's why we need to not to do the multitask anymore, not to be multitask, but focus on one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Only one thing, that's all. This is how you purify your mind, okay? Purify your mind by letting go of all those hatred, all those angers, all those things that is undesirable in our life. We have to let it go. Like earlier that we took the forgiveness meditation. And now that we practice for mindfulness meditation, we are not pushing anything, but we are observing all those thoughts. And then when you observe it, you see it, it will go away by itself. So we're not holding anything back. It will come and go by itself. The way it is, that is the nature. Don't hold anything back for yourself. Suffering has been with us for so long. That's enough. More than enough. We don't need to hold it back. Just like the tree. Right now, surround us, those trees right there, no leaves, right? Because during the winter, those trees shed off all their leaves to conserve their energies. Even though we look at it, it looks like it's dead, but no, inside of that tree, it still have energy because it's trying to preserve it. Ready for the spring to bear flowers and fruits. It knows when to shed off all the leaves and to conserve their energy. How about us? We have collected all kind of trash in our mind. Bad habit, old habit, unhappy thing, undesirable, all those things happening in our life that we suffer. We collected it, so many, and we recorded it in here, and we didn't know how to let it go. We don't know how to shut it off, just like those trees. We keep on collecting and put it in here, put it in here. That is why we overwhelmed with thought. That is why we have so much stress and anxiety and depression. So we need to learn the nature of those trees. Know and when to keep the leaves on. Know and when to shut it off when it's not needed to survive. Otherwise, we'll be suffering again over and over. So that is the key for all of us to practice. And much more important is that every morning when we wake up, especially the students here, please get a piece of paper and a pen out, write out the statement. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Write that down and then live mindfully with that statement every day. Be mindful with it. Do anything, just one thing at a time. Don't multitask and practice mindfulness. If we can do that every day, to tell the universe that today is going to be my peaceful day, and work on it throughout your day will be peaceful and much, much better. We will have a better life. And that is how we create peace for our own world. And then from that, we spread it to our family, our neighbors, our society. And then from there, the whole country and the whole world will be at peace. If all of us doing that together. Not just one person, not just one group, but all of us have to walk on that path. We cannot walk for you. Like wherever we go, there's a lot of people come out for us and say, thank you for walk for us. It's not that we walk for anybody. We all walk to raise awareness, and that is when you pause, that is when you stop and look back within yourself. That is when you feel touched. That is when you feel sad for yourself. And so you have to walk on your own path. We cannot walk for anybody, or you cannot walk for anybody. We have our own path to walk on. To walk on this, to bring peace for ourselves, we have to walk every day. It's all about this mind right here that we have to practice to have mindfulness. When you are at when you have mindfulness, you practice loving kindness and compassion. Love and kindness and compassion has no boundaries. We can love anybody, even our enemies. Right? And if we can practice that every day, this world should be at peace. But again, it requires a lot of effort from all of us. With the monks itself walking, when we get to Washington, D.C., and when we got home back to Fort Worth, and everything back to normal, then that is a waste. We don't want that. We want this journey to carry on even if we finish this journey in Washington, D.C. Because practicing needs to practice every day for the rest of our life. How many of us actually willing to practice for the rest of our life to bring peace? All of us? Yes? Okay, so we will start walking tomorrow at 7, okay? The monks, okay? All of you have to walk in spirit. We walk in spirit by practicing this. Don't walk with the monk in person, because that will be a big problem. And what do we need to liberate in our daily life the most? To let go. I talked about it already. What is it? Your lovers. Yes, sir, your lovers. You need to lock her or him up and put in the drawer for a certain amount of time. Okay? You have to do that, otherwise you always get yourself sidetracked. Use it when needed. When you don't need it, don't use it. This is why you laughing out over there. You can't do that? Well, we have to train ourselves. We have to practice to do that. Otherwise, we're going to go back to our old day. Then we waste our time. Okay, don't waste our time anymore, because we have wasted so much already. We don't have much energy left. All right? Because we always collect things to our head, to our mind, so we don't have a lot of energy to live. If we don't know how to set it off, then we will suffer and we drain ourselves quickly, and we'll die. When we die, we don't have anything to go with us. So do that before we pass away in this world. Do something that meaningful for ourselves. That is a must. I think that is enough for all of us to walk for the rest of our life. Of course, this method is just the basic for now. But when the more you practice, the better you are. And of course, we always there to support online. After this waffle piece, there will be the online support for all of us to practice even long term. Any question for me? No question? It means that we have to practice, and we know how to practice, right? How many of us that listen to my talk already? How many of us that already write that statement down every morning? Not many? Why not many? Okay, if you already listen to the talk, so you should take that into action, okay? Don't delay, because time flies really quick. It will not wait for us. We don't know when is our turn. We don't know if we be able to make home. We don't know if we be able to wake up in the morning. So don't wait. Don't wait. A lot of people, they always say, I will do it later. But that later, that moment never comes. Remember that. Nothing in this world are permanent. Everything are impermanent. And so please take that into action and work on it. The faster, the better. The sooner, the better. Otherwise, we will regret. Let us all practice that together. Thank you, everyone. May you all be well, be happy, and be peaceful. And then when you go home, please be mindful when driving. Okay? Have a good night. Thank you, everyone.